Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Broken But Not Defeated. It's me, Judy. I'm with my daughter Kganya. Say hi. Say hi. Hi. Today we're going to be covering a topic about rainbow babies and the journey of being a rainbow mommy. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back and thank you for the love you've been showing us. And if you're new here, please subscribe. We're going to have a good session today. Yes. Yes. On today's segment, we're going to be talking about rainbow babies, the journey of being a rainbow mommy, and I'm going to be covering two aspects, which is the anxiety that comes with being a rainbow mommy, and number two, it's going to be about the joys, the bliss that comes with it. So I'm gonna get right into it. So with the anxiety, it's natural that as a person we know that this death, we are used to it, but we are not that used to it. We know it happens, but it's something that when it comes to you, it catches you off guard and you become very resentful towards it, and it becomes very challenging, especially when it's your own child. That one is a deal breaker. That one is a deal breaker. So you can imagine, after having experienced the loss of a baby and now you're pregnant with another one, you become anxious from the moment you hear about your pregnancy. You become anxious. You wonder what's going to happen, whether your baby's going to survive, whether you're going to go through the same thing that you went through, all those dynamics and episodes. Well, number one, with anxiety, knowing that for you to be aware of the anxiety that you're experiencing, you are gonna see every time a child gets sick, you are going to panic. You are going to think about what happened the last time. Is your baby going to be okay? Even if it's simple stuff, the baby can have fever, the baby can have a running tummy, the baby can be teething, all those things. You are going to reflect back on what happened the last time and your experiences. I know with other mummies, they never got to experience the presence of the child. Some had stillborns and all that, but still, even after having a stillborn or after losing a baby through a miscarriage, you are still going to have those episodes. Every time your child gets sick, it reflects back to what happened. So another thing is, you are so protective towards the child. You don't want people to look after him or her. You just trust yourself with your own child. You trust your presence. When you are away, you are going to ask people what she's doing, what he's doing every second, every minute that you get. You don't trust anybody with your baby. So those are some of the challenges that you face as a rainbow mommy. And one last thing is that every time you get to a certain age, let's say if you lost your child when he or she was a month, every time your child reaches that milestone, you are going to reflect back. You are going to be like, I want this month to just pass by. You don't want to go through that thing again. Let's say now, when your late child was turning a month, this is what you did. Maybe you bought a cake, maybe you celebrated in a certain way. And with a rainbow baby, when that month comes, you don't want to see it. You just want it to pass so that you know that you are safe from that experience, because with me, I remember with my late son, when he was turning a month, we bought a cake, photo shoot, all these things. And funny thing is, what occurred when Kganya was turning a year, it was devastating. I mean, not a year, pardon me, a month. It was devastating. This was the time when a family came together, they had a bride and all that. So same day, immediately after everybody had left, she became very sick. She started getting fever and all that, up until she was admitted at the hospital. And for me, that was like a deja vu. I thought like, damn, God, are you doing this to me again? And it was devastating. I don't want to lie. And one other thing I wanted to cover with this whole rainbow baby is that the reason behind the rainbow baby is because you know that after every storm, rain or storm, there's a rainbow. So the whole concept of rainbow babies came with that thing. It actually says to you, there's a light, God's grace, God's glory, and that's why kids that are born after the loss of another child are called rainbow babies. So the last segment I'm going to talk about now is the joyful and the bliss of having a rainbow baby. This is when you start to realize how good God is. This is when you get to realize that God is the God of second chances. And this is where you get to see that God has entrusted you with the responsibility of being a mother or a father again. So it's such a blessing. It's such a blessing. You don't get used to it. You wake up every morning, you look at your child, and all you have to say is like, God, thank you. I thank you for this life. I thank you for, like, you look at your child in a different way. I don't want to lie to you. You look at your child in a different way. It's like it's something you've never experienced before, because you realize how amazing God can be. God is able to lift you from the pain, is able to lift you from the ground when you have fallen, is able to give you a second chance to do things right and to trust you again. And it's such a blessing. I don't know how to explain it. Even now when I'm talking, I am running out of words to explain how blessed I am to have a rainbow baby. And I never saw it coming. And I remember immediately after losing my son, I was like, I want to have another child. I want to have another child. The child never came. I lost my son in May 2018. And from June, July, the whole of 2018, I wanted to fall pregnant, but I was not falling pregnant because that was not the time that God wanted me to be pregnant. And then it became again 2019, and then I was still not pregnant. Up until I got to May. May 2019 was a full year since I lost the child. And I was like, how can I be trying for a baby for the whole 12 months and I'm not able to fall pregnant? I'm doing everything right, I'm eating right, I'm exercising, I'm having right supplements, but why am I not falling pregnant? But without realizing that God wanted to prepare me. He wanted me to be ready for the gift that He's going to bless me with. He didn't want me to replace that child. He wanted me to have another child that I'm going to embrace, that I'm going to see His goodness from. And it happened like a year and 2 months later, because 2019 July I was pregnant again, and I did not see it coming. But I can tell you today, that same month in July, I told God, I'm like, this month I'm falling pregnant. And it happened. I think God could see that I was ready, I was healed, not because I had forgotten, but I was ready to accept the new challenge. I was ready to accept the new phase of my life, that I'm going to have another child, and I'm going to give this child a chance that he or she deserves, not to replace her with whatever had happened to me, or to be for a child to fill in the gap. So it happened like a year and 2 months later, which is 14 months later, I fell pregnant, and my life has never been the same. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I see you next time on the next episode. Thank you for watching this segment of a rainbow baby, a rainbow mommy journey. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.